Hey, what's going on? I got Guapo on my back. We got a lizard on our backs here today. We haven't caught up with Guapo and Lola in a while, so today I thought I'd let them wander around and we can see how they interact with each other and just give you an overall, well, update on how these two Cuban rock iguanas are doing. Here we go. The majestic Guapo, there he is. Now, a couple of years ago, you guys will remember, he actually got in a fight with Rocky, and he got torn up really, really badly. And unfortunately, it took a lot of work in this side of his face. He had a lot of bone exposed. He had some maggots. It was really brutal. He was cut all over, and he was not looking good, and it looked real dodgy if he was gonna pull it out or not. But fortunately, we were able to get him dialed in because we went to Dr. Mike Gillen at PGA Animal Clinic, and we got Guapo back on the track to health. Now, you'll notice here a little bit of saliva right there, a little juicy stuff. I think one of his salivary glands was damaged in the fight, so he therefore has a little bit of a drool these days, but that's fine. You can see some scarring right here, but it's really doing well. And if you guys remember, this was just not good at all. This guy was in really, really bad shape when I found him. On this side of his face, he's looking good, no drama. He had a large abscess underneath his dewlap that has healed up, and so I'm really happy about that. Now, you'll notice he's missing some toes, and that's because of his gal way over there making a poop. There's Lola, and Lola had some issues as well. Now, I got both of these guys way back in August of 2004, with the first year I lived in Florida. And you'll remember, we didn't see a lot of pooping out of her last year because she was impacted because she had some follicles that got messed up. So her ovaries, unfortunately, she was becoming egg bound and she wasn't able to pass any food. She was in real bad shape herself. These are the things that happen with female lizards. As you can see, no issues now making the poops, which is good. There's some urates, the white stuff, that's uric acid. And then of course, the fecal matter. So this lizard was in bad shape, but again, Dr. Mike at PGA Animal Clinic, he's a reptile lover. He was able to remove the offending ovaries, and unfortunately she's never going to be able to breed again, but that doesn't matter because, you know, it was kind of interesting. I wondered why she never really wanted to deal with Guapo at all, right? And that's because she probably knew, hey, I can't breed, I'm not functioning correctly. Why would I even tolerate a male at any point? They used to cohabitate. She had one clutch of eggs. We brought them to term. So we did have some babies way back in like 2008. Let's not put it in the turd there. So anyhow, they really just stopped being interested in each other way back when. And unfortunately, that was that. I have to keep them in separate enclosures. So that's what I do. Now, these guys will live to be about 60 years old, barring any other health problems. And, you know, that's a long-lived lizard, to be perfectly honest. They are found in Cuba. There are many different types of cyclura all throughout the Caribbean, and they were the largest animals on their respective islands. So each island in the Caribbean had its own type of rock iguana, commonly known as the cyclura iguanas. And basically, you know, these guys are adapted to the Cuban island, and then you'll have Jamaican iguanas, you have the Grand Cayman iguanas, you have the rhino iguanas, the Figgins eye from the Bahamas. So there's quite a few different species of rock iguana. Who we got here? Hey, what's up? We got one of our beautiful redfoot tortoises coming in to say hello. They'll probably eat that poop, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, I just wanted to get them out here because I like to get them out. I wanted to see them. We haven't seen them in a while. I love seeing them interact with this ecosystem here. They never really go in the water, which is fine, but you know, they're gonna eat some of the weeds that are popping up here, and otherwise just get some nice basking time in, which is super, super important for them. These guys love hot temperatures, high temperature basking areas in the hundreds. They'll just lay in colonies in their respective habitats. I'm getting bit by this guy. Can you not bite me, please? Here, let's move you along. You keep moving along, little lady. Yeah, so these guys, you know, they have their own little territories. And one male will probably have a few females that overlap. Their territories overlap, you know, the male's territory. So he'll probably breed with more than one female during a given time. But you can see that she's just kind of looking good, thankfully. Oh, she's going to bask a little bit. She was a little cool when I picked her up out of her enclosure. And then, of course, there's Guapo looking on. So it's going to be interesting to see what these guys do in a kind of, well, kind of a neutral territory. I put him on that Universal Rocks cooler, and he likes being up high. He can climb down off that, no problem. She's already basking, so that's kind of what I wanted to have happen. I wanted these guys to kind of chill out, enjoy themselves. We got the curly tails here doing their thing. So what I'll do is I'll just bask along with them, just kind of get an idea of their behavior. It's fun to let these guys wander around. They're very tame. They don't freak out. They don't run away. Which is a good thing, and that means that I'm able to kind of keep them while babysitting with them. Now, I have had experiences where I let Guapo walk around and my Dumas forgot about him, and I couldn't find him, and luckily I found him the very next day. It was a heartbreak. I was so devastated, but I got him. And I'll never let that happen again, because as soon as this video's over, they are going right back in their habitats. But I just want them to enjoy themselves and just wander around. And I want you guys to see how they behave as they do that as well. It's fun to kind of have your own little reptile paradise here, because these guys really do get the best of the treatment here for reptiles. You know, I really want these guys to display all their natural behavior. I want them to have enrichment. They are my pets, they're my family, and I really take care of all of the animals here. But there are some that you just interact with on a more frequent basis, and ones that I've had such a long time that they really have wormed their way into my heart. And Guapo and Lola, Slinky, Nostradamus, Phantom, Rocky, Pebbles, Petro and Petra, they are all really, you know, really just amazing animals. Now, I mentioned earlier that Rocky got in a fight with them. I was mistaken. It was Petro, actually. We didn't have Rocky at the time. So I'm glad that everything worked out okay with him, because, you know, the rhino iguanas are such a robust and tough animal. I wish I was able to kind of, you know, get at them quicker before they hurt each other really bad. And even Rocky had a really bad laceration on his side that had to be stitched up, but Guapo got the worst of it. Even though Guapo was a little bit bigger than Petro, you know, it was quite the ordeal. Like I said, when I found him, it was funny because I actually was out helping someone else locally who had an Aldabra tortoise that was in need. So I was helping them, and then when I came home, I realized that the latch for the dividing door between the cages was unlatched, and unfortunately Petro got into Guapo's enclosure and they really went at it. So these guys can be very, very tough, and if there isn't a place for the loser to get away quick, then they're going to fight to the death, and that's unfortunate. So we were able to kind of save them both. I'm glad. There he is. He's just looking amazing. This is just, in fact, I'm going to take a photo of this because it's just the coolest, guys. Let's get a nice photo for the gram here, shall we? Let's see. Let's do portrait mode. What do you think? I think that just looks amazing. Let's do this. Get it in there. That is tremendous. Excellent. Very, very cool. When these guys are looking so regal, it's important to, you know, exploit that, if you will, or take an opportunity to exploit the moment, if you will. But then again, here's some redfoots. They're all wandering out. There's Lego right over there. So they're all wandering around. Summer is in full swing here in Florida, and I'm really thrilled by that. If there was a way that I knew I could keep these guys contained in the backyard, like if I had some kind of dome or screen house or something, I would absolutely keep these guys closer to me. I think they're just amazing pets. Rhinos and Cubans, if you guys get a chance, to get them, they're awesome if you have the space. They're really just some of the best reptile pets you could potentially own, but you gotta have space and you gotta have the know-how. You know, if you've kept green iguanas, you can keep a cyclora. I actually have 2 babies. Let's go check them out. We've got 2 baby rhinos, and they're doing well. They're from the hatch that happened in October, and we've got another Lego type friend right there with a goofy looking shell. But if we come over here to the nursery, these guys have been out here with the Burmese star tortoises for a while now. So let's have a look. Oh, we'll lift this up gently, and there is one of the babies right there, just hanging out, looking good, shedding, looking plump. And we'll just shut this easily. Let's see. Where are you going, Chink? No, not there, but I'll bet you. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta look up here. Yep. Here's a baby right here. There it is. Look at that. This is the larger of the 2. And they're just becoming more and more docile, which is fantastic. So they'll eat out of my hands. They're letting me pick them up. So that's really cool. They get to be just amazing little pets. So I highly recommend them. They're beautiful. Again, you've got to have the space. You got to have a larger enclosure. Maybe not the best if you're in a cold area, but I do have friends up in Long Island that keep them. So not impossible, and truly like dogs in the way of their interaction with you, which gets me pumped. I love them. So right now they're going to warm up. We'll let them do that, and then once they get on the move, we'll be right back. All right, Guapo's decided he wants down. Probably wants to lay on that nice hot pavers. Those nice hot pavers, rather. That's proper English. Or he could be looking to start trouble with Our Lady. He's pretty interesting. Let's see what he does. I like to see all their behaviors. This is how you learn about your animals. Yeah, he's doing some head bobbing. He hasn't seen her in quite a while. So now that she's not necessarily a potential mate, I just don't know. Oh boy. Oh geez. Oh gosh, it's a lot of liquid. Very well hydrated. Oh, excuse you. Good grief. However, disgusting this may be, this is all part of good husbandry. You want to see them pooping. You want to know things are working properly in their digestive system. And clearly that's the case. You notice how he pulls his tail to the side? He don't like dropping his tail in that poop. So they're pretty clean. Look at that. What a guy. Not yet. No. And so he hits the turd anyway. He tried. You get an A for effort, kid. But yeah, so he's kind of checking things out. Oh, look, this is definitely some posturing here. Look at this. Oh boy. And she happens to be the tough one. So this is why I can't keep them together any longer. See, this is what's going to happen here. I'm going to allow it to happen a little bit, but if it gets really violent, we're going to stop. He's got a little purchase on her. Look at this. He's wrestling with her. This is sometimes, oh boy, yeah, let's go. Let's get them separated. Let's get them separated. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting stuff. So this is why I can no longer keep them together. It's kind of a bummer. Even in a large enclosure, that would be a problem. So we don't want it to get too out of control. No, I think he's gonna go back. Hey, be good. Come here, look what we got here. Look at this. Instead of fighting, try food. Look at this food. Look at this food. Come here. But you see, she's pretty tough. She is no joke. She can defend herself. Come on, look at this. I wonder if I have any flowers. Oh yeah, here's a hibiscus. This is just part of their behavior, and you gotta be tough. You gotta be able to handle it and see what they're up to. They didn't break the skin, and that's good. But look, he's got teeth, and they're pretty darn sharp. Man, I think he's gonna try and go back over there. What a pain in the neck. This experiment may not last so long. he's definitely kind of aggro. He wants to chase around. Now he views her as another male. That's clearly what's going on here. Because they don't breed anymore, that's kind of my guess as to why they can no longer cohabitate. It's because there's just no reason for them to cohabitate anymore, being that he can't breed with her. She's now just another competitor for resources, things of that nature. Let's see. Oh, look, here's a nice red one. I know he likes a red. They must taste better. Oh, but we gotta look out for a... Come here, look. Oh, look at that. Hurry. Better hurry. Better hurry. Oh, man, the redfoots are gonna get their red hibiscus. Oh, you snooze, you lose, dude. You snooze, you lose. You gonna go under there? Boy, he gets worked up. You sure do get worked up, Guapo. So awesome, though. We do this, like I said, from time to time. Haven't done it much with the rhino iguanas. Not that they couldn't, I just haven't done it. So it might be fun to do that with them. I know we've had Slinky out here. You guys have seen Slinky walk around here and eat the odd snake and cane toads. Oh man, we got to get those cane toads out of his mouth. He is just a mental case. He'll eat absolutely anything. But there she is. She just really wants to warm up. But did you see how the tip of her tail was really wagging back and forth? She was wiggling that tail pretty aggressively, and that's another sign when they're super agitated. You wouldn't think their tail is able to articulate that much, but they can move it right down to that last vertebrae. So very, very cool. Now, once the tail breaks through caudal autonomy, when the new tail grows back, it actually does not have any vertebrae in that new tail. So they don't have the same kind of control over it. So unfortunately, it never looks as good either. I think he's gonna poop again. That's good. Lots of poops going on. Maybe just one little turd left in there. Ah, this is something interesting too. They love to rub against things. I think they get their scent on it. Look at them rubbing. Look at this. Look at that behavior. Really, really cool. Cool behavior to witness from our Cuban iguanas here. They'll rub against me. They'll mark me as territory when I squat down in their enclosure. But yeah, look at this guy. I thought you'd be done fighting, Guapo, with everything that's happened in the last couple of years. I thought you'd just be over it, but I guess you're still got a lot of spunk left in you, don't you? Still got some spunk in you. What's this? Hey there. It's so fun to pet the animals. Now I want to show you something else. See all these crows? These crows are very intelligent birds. And what they're doing right now is they're whiting, or they're looking for eggs that have been laid. They're digging up the nests and they're eating them. Now most of the eggs that they're getting are fortunately just, oh, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna go stop them. Hold on. I think I see eggs on the ground. This is how I know sliders have been laid. Hey, get out of here, bird. I'm a scarecrow. Go. This is why I put the fence up, so I can kind of keep the turtle eggs kind of contained to where I'm going to be able to put some kind of covering or netting over it just to keep the crows from having too much of a field day. Not that I want to breed so many of these sliders, these yellow bellies, but the fact that I can save some of them is important. I thought I actually saw, look at this, they're digging this up and they use their beaks to get in there. I don't feel anything. I think they've gotten everything out. Yeah, seems like they've already gotten all the eggs out of this one, but you can see their beaks go down deep. They're able to really do a number on this. They kick up all the dirt and soil, and you can kind of see what they've been doing. Here's another one. Oh man, it's non-stop, okay? You're always trying to figure out the best way to save the turtles and keep their eggs going, and you're battling with some very smart creatures out there. Raccoons, possum, coyotes. We've got bobcats, we've got birds. And of course, I love all those animals. But, you know, we're trying to do a turtle sanctuary here, a reptile. Oh no, I gotta go back. Oh my gosh, I saw him running after her. God, he's a jerk. Oh my God. All right, that's it. That's enough. That's enough, guys. I think you're being a jerk. Oh, come here. Oh, take it easy. Let's get him back. We ain't playing around. I'm not gonna risk either of them getting hurt. Ugh. You gotta take your eyes off these kids for 1 second and it turns into bedlam. Oh my gosh. Hey, stop squitching. Stop squitching, man. Holy smokes. All right, buddy. Oh, there you go. Oh God, that's it. It's just Lola now. Hey man, can't play nice, can't play. That simple. What's our girl doing? She can now relax. We can just enjoy her for a little bit. But yeah, there's always something going on here. If it's not the crows getting my eggs, it's 2 lizards fighting on the back patio. Whatever. All right there, Lola, you can relax now, sweet pea. In fact, let's see, I know I've got some food in here. Let's see, a couple of nuggets. What do you say to that? In the mood? Not even in the mood for a little food? Holy smokes. She is the coolest. Boy, is that hot. That's got to be 100 degrees right there. And she's just handling it. Right on her belly, no big deal. Warming up that body. Watch, she's going to spread on out. All right, you're not in the mood for food? Probably still a little bit upset. No problem. Ah, oh, so awesome. Really durable animal too, because it looked like there was a pretty good bite that they got. I'm glad I ran over here quick enough. Good grief, man. There's always so much going on. Let's sit on this 100-degree pavement and burn my butt. But yeah, I've had these guys a long time. I love them dearly. And I enjoy moments like this with all my animals, and I love sharing them with you guys. I love just to see what they're up to and how they behave. They're great, and I am so fortunate that I get to work with these guys and that I've had them for so long, and that we've gone through some health drama, but we keep on trucking. You know, we've got a good vet in place in Dr. Mike. And that's all you can ask for, you know. So when you keep a lot of animals, you are going to have sick animals or animals that are wounded. It's just going to happen, and you have to attack it head on. You have to be reactive, proactive, and you have to learn a lot about animal triage and husbandry. So, you know, it's a practice, you know. You're continually learning and getting better at it. And this camp has grown over the years. Look at how happy she is. Look at how happy. I absolutely love when I see her just kind of relax now. She's breathing a little heavy from that little scuffle, but she's going to calm right down and enjoy this weather, which is so cool and important. Well, there you go, friends. Lola, Guapo, 2 of the camp's oldest residents, 2 of their biggest stars. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again on another episode. Don't forget to go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan, and you can see more footage of me behind the scenes, plus a live chat with me every Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you guys soon.